For centuries, tales of giants have filled our myths and legends, stories of powerful beings who roamed the earth, their footsteps shaking the ground beneath them. But what if we told you these giants aren't just the stuff of legends? That even today, in the modern world, there are men and women who stand as living proof that giants do exist, walking among us in the flesh.
Perhaps even, let's compare it to the size of my head.
Hi, my name is Sultan, tallest man.
In this video, we'll explore the real-life human giants, individuals who defy the limits of human growth and push the boundaries of what we believe is possible. Join us as we uncover 15 real-life human giants that really exist. Number 15. John Budd, Rogan. John William Budd. Rogan holds the remarkable title of being the second tallest man in recorded history, reaching an incredible height of 8 feet 9 inches. His weight fluctuated between 170 and 205 pounds. Born on September 11, 1867 in Hendersonville, Tennessee, USA, there are varying accounts regarding his birth year, with some sources suggesting 1868 or even 1871. Rogan's life changed dramatically when, at the age of 13, he experienced a rapid growth rush, which led to a condition known as gigantism. Unfortunately, he was also diagnosed with ankylosis, a condition that caused his vertebral joints to combine, leaving him unable to stand or walk. Despite these physical challenges, Rogan found a way to earn a living by selling portraits and postcards at a local train station. He became widely known by nicknames such as the Negro Giant or Living Skeleton, due to his towering stature and slim build. Rogan had a playful personality and a deep voice that drew attention wherever he went. To move around, he used a cart pulled by a goat, which served as his wheelchair. His feet measured an astonishing 13 inches, and his hands were 11 inches long. Rogan's height made him the tallest man of African descent and the second tallest person in the world, with his record eventually being surpassed by Robert Wadlow in 1939. It was mentioned in an article that Rogan's maternal grandfather was also a giant, hinting at a possible genetic factor contributing to his condition. Although the exact location of his grave remains uncertain, many believe he was buried on the old Rogan family farm, while others suggest his final resting place is in an unmarked grave protected by a cement vault. Rogan's life, though physically limited, was rich in personal connections and cultural significance. His presence during a time of significant social change in the post-Civil War South challenged societal norms and drew attention to the living conditions of African Americans. Number 14. André René Roussimoff. André René Roussimoff, famously known as André the Giant, was a legendary French professional wrestler who earned the title of the Eighth Wonder of the World.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have to tell you my name, you know who I am. And I'm so happy to come back in Florida to see all my friends.
Towering at a staggering height of 7 feet 4 inches and weighing an incredible 520 pounds, André's extraordinary size was the result of gigantism, a condition caused by an overproduction of human growth hormone. His remarkable stature and unmatched talent made him a global sensation. In the 1974 edition of the Guinness Book of World Records, André was recognized as the highest-paid wrestler in history, further cementing his iconic status. His enormous hands and feet, a direct consequence of his gigantism, became another distinguishing feature that set him apart from others. Born in 1946, André's life was marked by extraordinary circumstances right from the start. Weighing an astonishing 13 pounds at birth, his hands were unusually large, even as a newborn. Despite his parents being of average height, his mother standing at 5 feet 2 inches, and his father at 6 feet 2 inches, André quickly outgrew everyone around him. During his childhood, André worked on his father's farm, where his strength was said to be equivalent to that of 3 men. By the age of 18, His immense size caught the attention of a local wrestling promoter named Robert Lajat in Paris. Recognizing André's potential, Lajat introduced him to the world of professional wrestling, setting the stage for an illustrious career that began in 1966. André's wrestling journey took him across the globe, captivating audiences in the United Kingdom, Germany, Australia, New Zealand, and Africa. During the early to mid-1980s, he engaged in a legendary rivalry with Big John Studd in the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, battling to establish himself as the undisputed giant of the wrestling world. Their epic confrontations shattered records, thrilling fans worldwide. Tragically, André the Giant passed away in 1993 at the age of 46, succumbing to congestive heart failure, a complication of his diabetes. Despite his early death, André's legacy endures, and he remains an unforgettable figure in both wrestling and popular culture. Number 13. Dharmendra, Pratap Singh. Dharmendra, India's tallest man, stands at an incredible 8 feet 1 inch. His towering height has made him a well-known figure across the country, not just for his physical stature, but also for his charge into politics. Dharmendra comes from Narharpur Kasia village in Pratapgarh district, where his extraordinary height has been both a blessing and a challenge. Despite earning a master's degree, Dharmendra has struggled to find steady employment. His height has posed unique difficulties, such as accessing buildings and offices, which has limited his job opportunities. Even his personal life has been affected, as he faced challenges in receiving marriage proposals due to his exceptional stature. To make a living, he has taken to allowing people to take photos with him, especially in the bustling cities of Delhi and Mumbai. Dharmendra's political journey began with the Samajwadi Party, though his connection to the party extends back before his official entry into the political arena. His immense height naturally draws attention, but it's his ability to connect with people and understand their aspirations that has made him a memorable presence during election campaigns. Often, he becomes the center of attention, with countless people eager to snap a photo with him. While his height earned him recognition in the Guinness World Records, Dharmendra is open about the everyday challenges it brings. In 2013, he was involved in a car accident, which, along with subsequent health issues, added more obstacles to his life. In 2019, he underwent a complex hip replacement surgery at Ahmedabad's KD Hospital, further highlighting the physical challenges he continues to face. Number 12. Rumesa Gelgi. Rumesa Gelgi is widely recognized for her extraordinary height and distinctive physical traits, holding multiple world records. She stands as the tallest living woman, measuring an impressive 7 feet 0.17 inches tall. Her remarkable stature isn't her only record. She also holds titles for having the longest fingers, measuring 4.4 inches, the longest back at 23.58 inches, and the largest female hands, with her right hand measuring 9.81 inches and her left hand 9.555 inches. Born in the Turkish province of Karabük, Rumesa's exceptional height is due to Weaver syndrome, a rare genetic condition that leads to rapid bone growth. Despite the challenges posed by this condition, she leads a healthy life, often using a wheelchair or walker for mobility. To accommodate her unique needs, she requires seating with a minimum ground height of 50 to 55 centimeters. Beyond her physical attributes, Rumesa is a dedicated activist and public speaker, focusing on raising awareness about Weaver syndrome. On November 8, 2022, she embarked on her first flight from Istanbul to San Francisco with Turkish Airlines. This journey required special arrangements, including the removal of 6 rows of seats to accommodate her height, drawing significant media attention. Today, Rumesa is a successful freelancer and web developer, fulfilling her childhood dream of working in the tech industry. She began studying web development during the COVID-19 quarantine in 2020, turning her passion into a career. Outside of work, she enjoys spending quality time with her family, indulging in shopping sprees and swimming. Number 11. Zheng Jinlian. Zheng Jinlian, born on June 25, 1964 in Hunan Province, China, was officially recognized by Guinness World Records as the tallest woman in recorded history, measuring an astonishing 8 feet and 1.75 inches. She was one of only 17 individuals ever documented to have exceeded 8 feet in height. Despite her towering stature, her last recorded weight was 131.1 kilograms. Zheng's extraordinary growth began at just 4 months old, and by the age of 13, she had already reached a height of 5 feet and 1.5 inches. Medical examinations later revealed that a tumor on her pituitary gland was causing her abnormal growth by producing excessive amounts of human growth hormone. What makes Zheng's case even more remarkable is that her father was only 5 feet 2 inches tall, and her mother stood at 5 feet 1.5 inches. Her 3 brothers all had average heights. By the age of 17, Zheng had broken the record for the tallest teenager, surpassing Robert Wadlow. However, her incredible height came with significant challenges. Her appetite increased dramatically, requiring nearly 2 kilograms of rice per meal. This placed a heavy burden on her family, who struggled to keep up with her food needs, resulting in weakness in her bones and muscles. Additionally, finding clothes and shoes that fit her was a constant struggle, forcing her family to contact manufacturers directly, which added financial strain. Fortunately, the local government stepped in to ease their financial burden by taking responsibility for her care. Zheng's remarkable height also attracted the attention of China's national basketball team, which offered her professional training. Unfortunately, after about a year, she had to quit due to scoliosis, a condition that caused an abnormal curvature of her spine, making it increasingly difficult for her to stand upright. Tragically, on February 14, 1982, Zheng Jinlian passed away at the young age of 17. The cause of her sudden death was pituitary apoplexy, a condition where the pituitary tumor suddenly bleeds. Number 10. Yekaterina Lysina. Born on October 15, 1987 in Penza, Russia, Yekaterina Lysina is celebrated worldwide for her remarkable physical attributes, most notably her extraordinarily long legs. Recognized by the Guinness World Records, her left leg measures a stunning 52.3 inches, while her right leg is nearly as long at 52 inches. Standing at an impressive height of 6 feet 9 inches, she commands attention wherever she goes, her presence impossible to ignore. Yekaterina recognized the advantages of her towering height early in life and decided to channel it into a career in basketball. She represented Russia at the 20.8 Beijing Olympics, where she played a key role in helping her team secure a bronze medal. Her exceptional height, combined with her talent, made her an invaluable player for the Russian national basketball team, marking her as a standout figure in the world of sports. But Yekaterina's journey doesn't end with basketball. She effortlessly transitioned into the world of modeling, where her striking height and distinctive features set her apart from the crowd. Her rapid ascent in the fashion industry did not go unnoticed, earning her another Guinness World Record, this time as the world's tallest professional model. Despite the challenges she faced growing up due to her extraordinary height, Yekaterina overcame adversity and now strives to inspire others, particularly young girls who struggle with self-confidence. With over 1.1 million followers on Instagram, she has become a beacon of inspiration, using her platform to empower and uplift others. Number 9. Yao Ming. Yao Ming, born in 1980 in Shanghai, China, is a retired basketball superstar who made an unforgettable mark on the sport. Standing at an astonishing 7 feet 6 inches tall, Yao's extraordinary height can be traced back to his genetics. His father was 6 feet 7 inches, and his mother stood at 6 feet 3 inches. Yao's basketball journey began in his homeland, where he played for the Shanghai Sharks in the Chinese Basketball Association CBA, His remarkable skills and towering presence quickly caught the attention of the NBA, leading to his selection as the first overall pick by the Houston Rockets in 2002. Over the course of his 9-year NBA career, Yao became not just a dominant player, but an international sensation. He was named an NBA All-Star 8 times and earned spots on the All-NBA Second Team twice and the All-NBA Third Team 3 times. Beyond his on-court achievements, Yao Ming played a crucial role in expanding the popularity of basketball in China and furthering the globalization of the sport. His influence reached far beyond basketball, as he dedicated himself to various philanthropic causes, including wildlife conservation and disaster relief efforts. In 2016, Yao was rightfully inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, solidifying his legacy as one of the most impactful and influential basketball players in history. Number 8. Väinö Millirin. Väinö Millirin, a Finnish giant with acromegaly, held the title of the world's tallest living person from 1940 until 1963, reaching an astounding height of around 8 feet 3 inches. This title became his after the passing of Robert Wadlow. Born in Helsinki on February 27, 1909, Väinö served in the Finnish Defense Forces. By the age of 21, he weighed over 141 kg and was recognized as the tallest soldier ever, with an impressive handspan of 11.4 inches. At the time of his enlistment in the Finnish Army, Väinö stood at an already remarkable 7 feet 3 inches. However, his height increased further when he experienced a second growth spring in his 30s, bringing him to a towering height of 8 feet 1 inch. Väinö received his conscript training with the Heavy Artillery Regiment. In the 1970s, the Guinness World Record suggested that he might have reached 8 feet 3 inches during the 1930s. During this time, Väinö toured Europe as a professional wrestler and circus performer. In 1939, he returned to Finland to serve in the army during the Winter War. After his military service, he moved to Järvenpää, where he operated a chicken farm. Väinö died in Helsinki on April 13, 1963, and was buried in Järvenpää. Just a year before his death, doctors measured his height at nearly 8 feet 1.5 inches, indicating that his growth continued throughout his life. Number 7. Treintje Cornelisdochter Kiefer. Treintje Cornelisdochter Kiefer, famously known as the Giantess of Adam, holds the record as the tallest woman ever measured in history. Standing at an impressive 8 feet 4.5 inches tall at the time of her untimely death at just 17 years old, Treintje was a remarkable figure. Born in the Netherlands in April 1616, she began showing signs of extraordinary height at a young age. By the time she was just 9 years old, she already stood 6 feet 7 inches tall, about 2 meters. Her exceptional growth was likely due to an overproduction of growth hormones, which is often linked to a condition known as pituitary adenoma. Despite this, the exact cause of her extraordinary height remains uncertain. Speculation continues about whether another medical condition might have contributed to her unusual growth pattern. Due to her towering stature, Treintje's parents took her to various carnivals where people would pay to see her. She became a sensation, attracting visitors from far and wide who were eager to see a girl taller than most men in Europe. Notable figures such as the Bohemian monarch Frederick V, the Winter Queen Elizabeth of Bohemia, and Princess Amalia of Solms-Braunfels all made the journey to meet her. Treintje's life was tragically short. She passed away from cancer at the age of 17. Her gravestone, which was placed in her hometown of Edam on July 7, 1633, simply described her as a big girl. Today, a life-size painting of Treintje Kiefer and her original shoes are preserved and displayed at the Adam Museum, celebrating her extraordinary life and legacy. Number 6. Joelison Fernandes da Silva. Joelison, affectionately known as Brazil's gentle giant, has faced countless challenges on his journey. Since childhood, he has battled gigantism, a condition caused by an overactive pituitary gland that results in excessive growth. This condition led to a series of health problems, including joint pain and difficulty moving, and caused him to endure relentless bullying and embarrassment throughout his teenage years. His height was not just a physical challenge, but a social one, making everyday interactions difficult and often painful. In addition to the emotional and social struggles, Jolison also faced physical challenges. The strain on his body from his extraordinary height required him to undergo multiple surgeries throughout his life. Despite these hurdles, Jolison demonstrated remarkable resilience and strength. At the age of 21, Jolison underwent a life-changing surgery to remove a benign tumor from his pituitary gland. This procedure, known as transsphenoidal surgery, involved removing the tumor through the nasal cavity. It not only helped control his gigantism, but also significantly improved his quality of life. Following the surgery, he experienced a boost in confidence and a renewed sense of hope, which led him to embrace new opportunities and public appearances. Jolison's newfound sense of self brought him local fame in Paraíba, Brazil. His story of overcoming adversity and his unique stature caught the attention of media outlets and intrigued many in his community. It was during this period of newfound visibility that he met Evan Mados, a 21-year-old woman who was undeterred by their height difference. Despite Jolison towering over Evan by nearly 3 feet, standing at 7'8", compared to her 5'1½", their love blossomed in a way that defied societal norms. The couple's relationship faced initial skepticism from those around them, but their genuine affection and shared values ultimately won out. Overcoming the initial shock, Evan's father eventually gave his blessing, and the couple tied the knot a year later. Jolison and Evan's journey highlights how love can triumph over societal expectations and personal obstacles, proving that size and appearance are no barriers to a deep and lasting relationship. Now it's time for today's subscriber's pick. In the small town of Alton, Illinois, whispers of an extraordinary figure had become the stuff of legend. Some said he was a giant, a man whose very presence cast shadows longer than the tallest trees, whose stride covered more ground than a horse at full gallop. His name was Robert Wadlow, but to the world he was known as the Giant of Illinois. From a young age, it was clear that Robert was different. By the time he was 8 years old, he stood taller than most grown men. His parents, perplexed and concerned, took him to every specialist they could find. But the answer was always the same. A mysterious overproduction of growth hormones was causing Robert to grow at an unprecedented rate. Yet, for all the medical explanations, there was something more to Robert's story that no doctor could explain. As Robert grew, so did the tales surrounding him. Some spoke of ancient bloodlines, linking Robert to the giants of old, beings of immense size and strength mentioned in the annals of history and myth. Others whispered of a hidden power, a dormant force within Robert that had yet to awaken. One day, while exploring the outskirts of Alton, Robert stumbled upon a hidden cave, long forgotten by time. Inside, he discovered ancient carvings on the walls, illustrating figures much like himself, giants towering over ordinary humans, engaged in battles against creatures that defied description. As Robert traced the carvings with his immense hands, he felt a strange connection to these ancient giants, as if their legacy was a part of him. Could it be that his incredible size was not just a random occurrence, but a link to a forgotten past? Was Robert Wadlow the last of these giants, born in a time when the world had all but forgotten their existence? Let's know your thoughts and comments below. Number 5. Vikas Uppal. Vikas Uppal, born in 1986 in the small village of Kurukshetra in Haryana, India, was celebrated as the tallest man in India, reaching an impressive height of around 8 feet 3 inches. This extraordinary height, though never officially recorded by Guinness World Records, was widely acknowledged due to the noticeable impact it had on his daily life and the media. Upal's towering stature was likely the result of acromegaly, a disorder caused by an overactive pituitary gland that results in excessive growth hormone production. This condition, which is rare and affects only a small percentage of the population, led to his remarkable height and distinctive appearance. Despite the challenges his condition brought, Upal led a life that, while unique, was grounded in the ordinary. He worked as a farm laborer, contributing to his community, and later shifted to a role as a cloth merchant, where his height made him a local figure of interest. His unusual height attracted significant attention from the Indian media and the public. He appeared in various local newspapers and television programs, which increased his visibility. His stature even earned him a few roles in Bollywood films, where he played minor roles or appeared in crowd scenes, further fueling the public's fascination with him. Upal's life was tragically cut short when he passed away in 2007 at the age of 21. He succumbed to complications from surgery intended to remove a tumor, a condition exacerbated by his acromegaly. Despite his brief life, Vikas Upal's presence made a profound impact. His combination of towering height and gentle manner left an enduring impression on those who knew him, and his story continues to be remembered as a remarkable chapter in India's current history. Number 4. Robert Wadlow. Renowned as the Gentle Giant, Robert Wadlow, also known as the Alton Giant, holds the record for being the tallest person ever recorded. Standing at an astonishing 8 feet 11.1 inches and weighing up to 199 kilograms, he towered over even the standard door, which is about 2 meters tall. Born on February 22, 1918 in Alton, Illinois, Robert was the eldest of 5 siblings. His extraordinary height was the result of an overactive pituitary gland, which led his body to produce an excess of growth hormone. By the age of 8, Robert had already outgrown his father, prompting his primary school to build a custom desk to accommodate his size. When he graduated, he had reached a height of 8 feet 4 inches. Despite his immense stature, he did not use a wheelchair but relied on leg braces to help him walk. Initially, Robert enrolled at Shirtleff College with the dream of studying law. However, his unique appearance caught the eye of the Ringling Brothers Circus in 1936, leading him to perform at prestigious venues like Madison Square Garden and Boston Garden. His fame grew rapidly, and in 1938, the International Shoe Company not only provided him with free shoes, but also hired him for promotional tours. Robert was involved in several esteemed organizations, including the Order of Demolay and the Freemasons. Sadly, his leg braces, crucial for his mobility, contributed to his early demise. A faulty brace caused an infection in his ankle, leading to severe complications. Despite multiple blood transfusions and surgeries, his condition worsened due to an autoimmune disease. Robert Wadlow passed away in his sleep on July 15, 1940, at just 22 years old. His coffin, measuring 10 feet 9 inches long and 2 feet 8 inches wide, required 12 pallbearers and 8 assistants to carry. In 1986, a large statue of Robert Wadlow was erected in front of the Alton Museum of History and Art, honoring his remarkable life and legacy. Number 3. Brahim Taqiullah. Born on January 26, 1982 in Guelmim, Morocco, Brahim Taqiullah is recognized by Guinness World Records as the person with the largest feet and officially the second tallest living person. Standing at an astonishing 8 feet and 0.97 inches, Taqiullah experienced a dramatic growth flow of 1 meter within just 1 year. At the age of 18, his unusually large size prompted a blood test by a school doctor, leading to a diagnosis of acromegaly, a condition caused by excess growth hormone. After completing his geography degree at university, Taqiullah received treatment in Paris at 2006 from a French physician. The treatment proved successful with the removal of a tumor and the normalization of his growth hormone levels. His heart was reported to be in excellent condition as well. On May 24, 2011, Takiula set a new Guinness World Record for the largest feet of any living person, surpassing the previous record held by Sultan Kösen. His right foot measures 37.5 centimeters, and his left foot measures 38.1 centimeters. Finding shoes that fit his European size 58 feet was a significant challenge. Initially, custom-made shoes were estimated to cost between 3,000 and 3,005 euros. Fortunately, Takiula's orthopedic podiatrist, Jerome Legion, was able to provide specially crafted shoes that catered to his unique needs and supported his weight. In addition to his record-breaking feats, Ibrahim Takiula is also a talented actor. He has appeared in films such as Apnea, Chocolate, Candisha, and Aladdin 2. Number 2. Siddiqa Parveen. Siddiqa Parveen is a truly extraordinary figure in Indian history, holding the record as the tallest Indian woman ever documented, standing an impressive 7 feet 8 inches tall. Her journey to prominence began in 2012, when India TV News initially reported her height as a staggering 8 feet. However, accurate measurements later confirmed that she stood at 7 feet 8 inches and weighed 280 pounds. In 2014, Siddiqa faced a significant challenge when she needed surgery to remove a tumor from her pituitary gland. This tumor posed a serious risk, including potential blindness. To receive the best care, Siddiqa traveled over 1,000 miles from her small village in West Bengal to the renowned All India Institute of Medical Sciences in New Delhi. The surgery was successful and managed to eliminate the immediate threat to her vision. Despite this victory, Siddiqa's journey was far from over. Her extraordinary height and considerable weight led to additional health complications, particularly affecting her spine. She experienced numerous spinal fractures, which left her unable to stand upright. Concern grew among her loved ones, and doctors advised a series of surgeries to address her spinal issues and help maintain her quality of life. Supported by her family and community, Siddiqa embarked on a challenging path to recovery. Her story is one of incredible resilience and hope, as she faced each obstacle with unwavering optimism and determination. Number 1. Sandy Elaine Allen. Sandra Elaine Allen, affectionately known as Sandy, was born in 1955 in Chicago, Illinois, USA. Standing at an astounding 7 feet 7.25 inches, Sandy was recognized by the Guinness World Records as the tallest living woman from 1976 until her passing in 2008. Sandy's incredible height was the result of a tumor on her pituitary gland, which led to an overproduction of growth hormone. As a child and teenager, Sandy faced many challenges due to her unusual stature. Finding clothes and shoes that fit was difficult, and she often endured teasing and bullying from her peers. Despite these struggles, Sandy learned to embrace her uniqueness as she grew older. Rather than seeing her height as a burden, she viewed it as an opportunity. In the mid-1970s, she contacted the Guinness World Records to inquire about the title of the tallest woman in the world. After her height was officially confirmed, she gained the title, which brought significant changes to her life. With her newfound fame, Sandy was presented with numerous opportunities, including television appearances, speaking engagements, and even a role in the 1981 film Sideshow. She used her platform to advocate for body positivity and acceptance, speaking out against bullying and encouraging others to embrace what makes them unique. Sandy's friendly and warm personality earned her the nickname, the Friendly Giantess. She frequently visited schools, sharing her story to inspire students to be kind and accepting of one another. Despite her many achievements, Sandy faced numerous health issues related to her height, such as diabetes, arthritis, and difficulty walking. Eventually, she moved to a nursing home, where she continued to share her story and inspire others until she passed away in 2008 at the age of 53. What would it be like to live in a world where giants were more common? Could advances in science and medicine one day allow us to reach such towering heights safely? Share your thoughts and comments below.